Welcome back to the channel, it's YoNo Gaming, and we're back with yet another video. So in this video, I am going to do my top 2 rat holes from every single map on Ark. Yeah, every single map. Starting with the island. The island is probably the worst map in my opinion to do rat holes on. They're just not very good rat holes, so bear with me on the island. I try to do ones that weren't in caves so that they're easier to get to for other people. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I know the time this video comes out we're almost at 4K already, so thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and support on all the videos I've been getting recently, so thank you guys so much. But let's get right in the video. This first one is going to be here at 40.9, 40.2. It's up on the mountain here, it is on the map. And yeah, so you'll come up on the mountain and you'll see this. I think the only bad thing about it's a pretty big entrance, but you can come in here and you can build. It's a kind of considered a rat hole, I'd say. The island's just such a hard map to find rat holes on. But you can build in here on official. These are official settings that I am using. You can get foundations to place in here. It's better on unofficial if you can glitch a cliff plot or whatever back here, but if you're on official you can get it to work. It's just not the most roomiest of spots, so definitely use it as a starter spot or whatever. And in my opinion, just don't build on the island in rat holes. If you're building on the island, just don't build in a rat hole. But yeah, here it is on the map. It's up on the mountain. There's the cords. Give you a little surrounding view so you guys can attempt to find it easier. It's pretty much towards the top. But yeah, let's move on to spot number 2. Spot number 2 is going to be here at 17.8, 42.7. Here it is on the map. So it's kind of a little cave. It's a little cave. I mean, up here, I showed you guys that you can build a little hidden base up here and all of that. But if you come down here, it's a little cave that you could build in. The only bad thing about it is there's 2 entrances, but if you can come up here you can actually build. On official or unofficial you can put a cliff plat up here and you can come back in here. You might be able to make your way back there, but the second entrance is up here in the water. So if you do build, like put a cliff plat there and you do build here, you need to make sure you have turrets defending this, because there's a second entrance that they can drop down above. But yeah, if you build your base like here and you have turrets aiming down and up, you should be pretty good. It's a decently hidden spot. But yeah, let's move on to the center map where there's a ton of rat holes. Alright, now we're over on the center map, and yeah, the center map is definitely the hardest map to narrow it down to 2 rat holes. There's just so many on the center. The center, Crystal Isles, and say Genesis just has a lot of rat holes, so yeah, these are going to be a little bit hard, but these ones are the ones that I personally think is easier for people to get to and the easiest to defend, and the ones I've used the most. This is still my opinion, but yeah. So first one, sorry if you can hear a noise outside. There's like a loud truck or something outside. But first one's here at 33.4 and 59.1. Here it is on the map. Let me give you a little bit of the surroundings real quick so you guys can hopefully be able to find it a little easier. And yeah, so you'll find this right here, and then you'll come up right here, and there's this little entrance. This one is, I think, unofficial only. I'm trying to put official ones in here, but this one for unofficial, just I've built on this so many times. It's brought back a lot of memories. It's a really easy one to defend. It's a really nice spacious rat hole too. On unofficial you can get cliff plats and stuff placed, have multiple layers. If you defend this entrance well enough, you are golden. And then put a massive tower outside. I've seen a lot of people do. It's a very nice rat hole. I mean, you have one entrance to defend and you have quite a bit of room. So yeah, and then you can also come up here. And yeah, it's a nice rat hole. There's multiple areas you can build up in. And yeah, let's move on to number 2. Hopefully this truck or whatever that is goes away. Alright, spot number 2 brings back some memories. One of the spots that everybody used to use back in the day. 54.405.6. It's on the side of the map over here. And yeah, you'll find this waterfall. You'll come down a little over halfway, and right here will be this rat hole. This rat hole was definitely a lot more powerful before skiffs came a thing. I know people could soak with Quetzals and all that, but skiffs have really changed it. But I still think, in my opinion, it's one of the better rat holes. It's a smaller one, that's for sure. It's for a smaller tribe. This was already built from the last time I showed it, but you can put a tower out here. My opinion would be put some chandeliers out here once you get big enough, and this spot becomes very difficult to raid. I know you can place them, but alright. It's a small entrance. The only downside about it is it's not the most room inside, but it definitely is a nice rat hole. It goes up quite a bit. And if you're on unofficial, you can definitely build a lot of layers. Even when you're on official, these are official settings, you can still build in here. You just have to be creative. I've seen multiple tribes last here for a very long time on official. So you just got to be creative with it. And then just defend the outside like crazy. You can do a lot out here, especially if you get cliff plats. Make some chandeliers hanging down. I really do like this spot. I wish it was a little bigger, but it's a very nice spot. So let's move on to the next map. Alright, we're over here on Genesis, and the first spot is here at 14.7 and 28.2. It's in the lunar biome. Here it is on the map, and my character keeps pooping himself. But yeah, we come down to this island right here, and on the side, this is an unofficial spot, but the reason I included this is because it's a very broken spot. I see it getting patched eventually, but so you'll come up in here, and there's this little corner right here. And what makes it so nice is that it's a crouch spot, and yeah, then it just opens up into this massive area. Ignore my character crapping himself. But it opens up into this huge area. It's a very nice area to build in on unofficial, especially an alpha spot. You can raise gigas, everything in here. You have all the room that you could ever need. I think if you go too far up, it does go into a mesh area, so don't go too far up. But yeah, it's a very nice spot, so let's move on to spot number 2. Spot number 2 is going to be here at 20.1, 82.4. It's in the lava biome. Here it is on the map. So yeah, this one's going to be under lava. I still think this spot is a very underrated spot. It's a very nice spot. So you'll come here to the top like river area up here, and yeah, you'll come over here. You'll see where it starts to get more darker red, so you'll come over here and you'll just kind of drop straight down, and then you'll fall down, and you can actually build down here. I know that I don't know if this would be considered really a rat hole, but it is a very broken spot, and it is a very nice spot to build in. It's a very nice spot. You can do quite a bit. You can make multiple layers. You can even fit an industrial forge down here, have a good solo duo base, maybe a 3-man tribe. And yeah, it's very hidden, and if you're on official, you can make it down without dying. I think if you have like 300-400 HP, the lava on Genesis you take less damage from, so if you just swim straight down, you'll actually drop down. And if you can get turrets up top on your base, and when people drop in, it'll just shred them. Alright, now we're over on the Scorched Earth map. Spot number 1 is going to be here at 83.4, 12.8. Here it is on the map. And yeah, so this spot's going to be an unofficial spot, but I really do like this spot. I think it's really nifty. So you'll come here. Leave me alone, Scorpion. You'll grapple up here. And you can jump on in. You can actually come inside here, and on unofficial you can build inside this. I have it on official settings. You can't really build in here on official that I know of. But yeah, it's a really nice spot. I mean, you might be able to store some tames or something in here on official. Might better put a bunch of velos and risk storing some stuff in here, but yeah, then you come back up here and you grapple. Takes you a few tries to get the hang of it. And there you go. Alright, let's move on to spot number 2. Alright, spot number 2 is here at 55.5, 22.1. Here it is on the map. Give you an overview look. But yeah, this is probably the only I'd say actual rat hole. I've done a few more videos of rat holes on this map, but this is probably the only, I'd say, one that would be considered a rat hole. And you come up in here. It's also unofficial as well. Sorry about that. Scorched Earth is not the greatest for rat holes as well. It's like the island map. They're very hard to find rat holes. But yeah, you come in here and you actually have a lot of space. So if you're on unofficial and you can put some cliff plats and stuff in here, it's a really nice spot. So there's spot number 2. Let's move on to another map. Alrighty, now we're over here on Aberration. Number 1's going to be here at 9.8 and 49.2. Here it is on the map. So I haven't played a lot of Aberration. These are just the ones I know of. What a little bit I have played Aberration. During the time Aberration came out, I didn't really play too much Ark. I was taking a break. But you come back here and you'll see this little hole right here you can go down into, and then you can come up. So you can build right here, but if you go over, which one is it? It's easier if you're in third person. If you go over, you can come up on this one, like one before the last one before you head out. You come up in here if you have grapples, and then you can actually build up here. In my opinion, it's an amazing spot. This does work on official. For some reason they have yet to patch this, but yeah, you can build here. It's a really nice spot. You have quite a bit of room in here to build in. So yeah, let's move on to spot number 2. Alright, spot number 2 is not the greatest spot for like big tribe rat holes, because I know there's a lot better on this map, but I always want to include something for the smaller tribes or a solo player, because I am mostly a solo player unless I play with my wife. So yeah, this spot's here at 11.4 and 44.4. Here it is on the map. It's a smaller rat hole, but it's a very nice spot for a solo player to start off on Aberration. So you come in here, and it's also, another thing good about it is it's a crouch spot. So you got this little area right here, ignore my neighbor's dogs, and you gotta crouch again. And then you got a decent little bit of room to build in, and then I think you can also put little things back here. So yeah, it's a smaller rat hole, but for a solo player, you don't need much space. This also, you won't drown or anything if you go into this water. It's like the water that you can pretty much, it's there but it's not there. But yeah, if you put some turrets through here and stuff, it's a pretty nice spot for a solo player. So that's spot number 2. Let's move on to the next map. Alright, for Extinction, spot number 1 is going to be here at 30, or 30, I don't even see a 30, 61.8, 46.5. Here it is on the map. Extinction has the issue of having everything blurry for a while. Extinction's also a little bit laggy, so bear with me. But yeah, this spot is an unofficial spot, but I put it in here because I really do like this spot. It used to get meshed by gigas a lot, like bit through the wall, but a couple people told me that they fixed that. I don't know if that's true or not, so let me know in the comments below. But either way, if you can avoid getting bit by gigas and stuff through the wall, this spot's a natural, very nice spot. So you can come back here and go down here, around it, and it opens up to this huge area. Like, it's a really nice spot in my opinion, as long as gigas don't bite through this wall right here. There's a crap ton of room. Like, you have a lot of room. So yeah, I really do enjoy this spot. Some people even put a tower out there to avoid people even walking up to the wall, but if you want to stay hidden, then I advise building this spot. A lot of people do know about this spot. By a lot, I mean probably most of everybody knows about this spot, but it's still a really nice spot. You have this tight little squeeze to defend, and your base is pretty well defended. And yeah, let's move on to spot number 2. Spot number 2 is here at 50.9 and 47.2. Here it is on the map. So this spot's unofficial as well, but I really do enjoy this spot because it's actually an insane spot in my opinion too. You come through here, and over here you'll see this tree coming through. You'll come up, and you pretty much keep going up. You grapple all the way up, then it drops down, and then you can build here. And what gets even better is that you can go down in certain areas. Where is it at? Yeah, over here, and it opens up to this massive area to build in. I have it on official settings, so as you can tell, you cannot build here on official, but it is a very nice unofficial spot in my opinion. There's just so many little hidey holes, and it's just such a big area. Then you can also go even further up, and yeah, there's even a little spot up here. You can put your main base or something up here if you wanted to. Don't think it goes any higher. Yeah, this is the end of it. But yeah, you can put your main base up here, so they gotta go through everything else first. So yeah, let's move on to another map. Alright, now we're over here on Ragnarok. Spot number 1's going to be here at 21.6, 23.7. So yeah, Ragnarok's another map that is a little difficult to find rat holes, but here's the first one right here. You come up in here, and yeah, you can put a little base up in here. It's an okay rat hole. It's probably one of the better ones because Ragnarok's just not that full of rat holes, but yeah, you come up here, you can build. Not much to say in this spot. So let's move on to spot number 2. Spot number 2 is here at 24.5, 22.4. Here it is on the map. So this is my favorite spot, honestly, my favorite little rat hole on this map. So you'll come here. You can destroy the metal, or you can leave it there, but you can come up in here. You can grapple up in here. You just gotta, oh no, don't get stuck like me. Alrighty, let me get some grapples. Alrighty, now that we have grapples, let's redo this. What you want to do is you just want to grapple up in here, and yeah, then you have this little bit of room. I think if you angle it right, you can build here, possibly on official, maybe not, but on unofficial, where you can no clip and all that, it's a decent rat hole. It's probably the best one in my opinion for like defending it and all that, and for a smaller tribe. It's not the most room in here, but it is a rat hole, and let's move on to another map. Alright, we're over here on Valguero, and the first spot is at 3.9 and 27.4. This is probably the best rat hole on this map and the most well known. It's definitely for unofficial. So you can come through here. Actually, let me give you a better view of where it's at. There you go. And yeah, you'll come through here, and what makes this spot really nice is that at some point you have to crouch right there. It's not the most room, but it definitely is one of the most defendable rat holes on Crystal Isles, or not Crystal Isles, Valguero. I don't know why I said Crystal Isles, Valguero, but yeah, it's a pretty good spot. So let's move on to spot number 2. Alright, for spot number 2, this one does work on official. It's here at 50.1, 71.4. It's down in the underground section of Valguero. So you come here, you'll see the metal right there, and you can actually come up behind it and down, and yeah, you can build back here behind this. It's a pretty nice spot. It's not the most room, but it'll definitely do for a smaller tribe. All the way back here, and then that I know of, nobody can fit through there, but careful they don't throw grenades or something through. But yeah, it's a decent spot, and it works on official, so that's even a bigger plus. So let's move on to the last map, Crystal Isles. Alright, we're over here on the last map, Crystal Isles, which is the newest map released for ARK. And yeah, spot number 1's going to be here at 40.5, 73.6. Here it is on the map. It is definitely the most contested and the best spot since the other one's been patched that is left. This spot is an amazing rat hole. So you'll come up in here. It's under the floating islands. You'll come up in here. A lot of people know about it, but it's an amazing spot. Like, it's so, you have so much room in here. And you can put cliff plats. You can of course build here on official, as long as you defend that entrance are good. Another good thing about it, there's also a little crouch spot back here, and then you can build in here. So yeah, it's an insane rat hole for Crystal Isles. So let's move on to spot number 2. Alright, coming in at spot number 2 for Crystal Isles is going to be here at 36.4, 49.4. Here it is on the map. So it's going to be in the snow cave. And yeah, this spot is also another insane rat hole. You'll come back here, and there's this little drop off area. And you can drop down in there. Let me get out of fly mode. Alright. And you have a pretty big area to defend the little entrance. And then what even gets better is it just keeps going. And it opens to this massive area. And what makes this spot amazing as well is you can also build here on official. Like, it's insane. You can even get cliff plats in here. I already got one placed. And yeah, so you can even place another one. Like, spot is just insane in my opinion. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Like, we're almost to 4K, so please smash the subscribe button, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next video.